What's up, buttercups? It's me, Amy Young, coming at you with a Friday freestyle. Today I'm answering a question. I get this question a lot. Amy, how do I attract the right kind of partner for me? How do I attract good, high quality men into my life? I'm sick of the bottom of the barrel creeps. I'm over the douches and the fuck boys and the what have yous. I want one of the good ones. Good on you, sister. Good question. Here's where we start. Especially if you are someone that you feel like you can't exist in your life without bumping into a fuckboy. Like it's like you've got, hey, fuckboys come bother me written on your forehead, and they are very responsive to that. Like you attract them like moths to a flame. This is how you start with this, because you right now cannot attract the right kind of person, because the step that you're missing and what you first need to do is figure out how to repel the wrong kind of people. You need to repel the crappy ones that you're so sick of. And I am going to give you the most powerful form of fuckboy repellent that I know of on the market today. You ready for it? I want you to write this down. You need boundaries. Boundaries, that B word that can and will absolutely change your life and completely transform your relationships. What are boundaries, you might be asking? You've probably heard this word before. Maybe you've read a Brene Brown book or two. Boundaries, when it comes down to it, are simply clarifying and communicating what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And when we don't have really strong boundaries, when we are not clear or comfortable with communicating what works and doesn't work for us, we are like that flame that will attract all the fuckboys. Because the truth is that when you tell someone, hey, that doesn't work for me, hey, this is what I need. When you communicate a boundary, you are letting them know this is how I need to be treated for this to work. If this relationship is gonna go anywhere, this is the level of safety, comfort, emotional security, communication, respect, proper treatment, whatever you wanna call it. This is what I need for this to go somewhere. And the reason why clearly communicated boundaries are fuckboy repellent is because two reasons. One, they don't want this relationship to go anywhere. So they're not interested in aligning themselves with your boundaries to ensure that it does, because that goes against their plan. And two, fuckboys do not give a shit about your comfort level. They do not care about your needs. It does not matter to them how you feel or what you want or what works or doesn't work for you. They hear boundaries and it sounds like the Charlie Brown grown-ups. Wah, 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 wah. They're like, what is she talking about? What is that sound? I don't even understand it. It is fuckboy repellent. If you begin to just clearly communicate what works and doesn't work for you, if you just start exercising your boundaries in your love life, especially with the men in your love life who are causing you some grief, they will start to scatter like fucking roaches. Which ironically is the reason why y'all struggle with this, is because we are petrified of them scattering. We don't want them to leave. We are afraid to repel. And that is a symptom of our poor, weak, flimsy, flabby, sad boundaries. Because when you don't have good boundaries, what that really means is that you are in the practice of prioritizing someone else's comfort over your own. You would rather seek approval and make someone else feel better about themselves than have your own approval and feel good about you. So if you want to create a space in your life for a high quality male specimen to enter, that space can't exist when it's crowded with fuckboys and douchebags that you keep entertaining because you're afraid to repel them. So you don't set boundaries and you don't communicate this is what's okay or not okay, or no, you can't call me that, or no, I'm sorry, I can't come over at 2 o'clock in the morning. This space is very crowded for you right now. So you first need to clear space here by repelling all of the wrong people. You need to not be afraid of the wrong guys running away. It sounds simple in theory, but we struggle with it in practice because we are not in the habit of honoring our boundaries. Most of the time, we don't even know what our boundaries are. So if you want to start doing this, begin first by noticing when have your boundaries been crossed in the past and what did it look like, And how do you ensure that that doesn't happen again? So maybe you slept with someone too soon, and you know that because after that happened, he changed how he was treating you. And it didn't make you feel good. And there was a little voice in your head that said, well, I don't know if I'm 100% comfortable with this, but I guess I'll just go with it anyway. And you recognize that and you go, I can't do that again because I learned that mistake already. And you honor that boundary in the future by either letting someone know, I need this to go slowly, or no, that's not gonna work for me to spend the night, or I think I need to go home now. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter, there's no perfect words when we're boundary setting. It just matters that you know it. Again, it's about clearly knowing and being able to communicate what works for you and doesn't work for you. If you get good at this, fuckboys don't stand a chance. They will disappear. Again, they're allergic to this shit. It makes them run away. And that's a good thing, that's what we want. Don't be afraid for the wrong guys to run away, so that the good guys, the ones you want, the right kind of man for you can enter the picture. But he is gonna be waiting in the wings until you clear up this shit. Okay? It's very rare that there's like a crossover stream. Usually it's like, you gotta send these guys packing, not be afraid for them to scatter and disappear, because they will, and it's what we want. And then you can trust that you're creating all this beautiful, delicious space of self-respect and strong boundaries and high self-worth for the right guy to enter the picture. This is how it works, this is how it happens. And this is a big thing that we talk about in my online dating workshop, which is happening next weekend. And tickets are on sale now. So if this resonates with you, if this is something that you know you struggle with, please click the link in the description box and get your ticket now so you can come to Swipe Like a Boss with me next Saturday, December 8th. Because this is a lesson that they don't teach us in schools. And if we keep going through our dating lives, not learning it, not implementing it, not practicing it, we will keep bumping into the same bottom feeder bros that we don't want to be hanging out with anyway. So the link is in the description box. And I would love to have you there. And it applies to online dating. It also applies to offline dating. We need to learn this shit all around, but don't be afraid to make it crystal abundantly clear what your boundaries are. That's how you repel the wrong guys. That's how you attract and align with the right guys. And then you're good to go. If only it was always that simple. Then you're good to go. Just do it. Just change a lifetime of bad behavior. It's fine. But we have to at least start. We have to start somewhere. So I hope that you liked this video. I hope that you find it helpful. If you want to join Swipe Like a Boss, yeah, I would love to have you. That's my online dating workshop. I've talked about it on my channel here before. The link is down in the description box. If you want to see more of this mug, you want more tips like this, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to be on my email list, there's so many ways to connect with me. What is this, the internet? Click the link to go to amyyoungcoaching.com and enter your email address. And that way you'll keep up with me on the regs. I'll visit your inbox. That'll be fun. And what else? Nothing. Just know that I'm sending mad love to you in the meantime, and very, very soon, I hope,